All right, everybody, it's the Gangster Simp. The Gangster Simp checking in. All right, apparently I've been challenged by some guy supposed to have a super high IQ. His name is Ron Ikea Buke or Ziki Buko or whatever the hell his name is. He says, I don't know anything. Well, we'll see. Gangster Talk up next. Hit it, Dane.
Yeah, son. There's mad kids out there getting creamed for the 9-5, bro. Yeah, and I've been doing this for a long time. You know, shoot the game, going for mine.
Alright.
And this is the year when mad caps get peeled. So I'ma spark this line, kick the reel.
Bang them out.
With all this chaos in the realms of the street, your local street dog got to make ends meet. The average Joe's far too slow for the ghetto pro. You better know, when I hit the streets, I like to glow, I like to glisten. And at the same time, stay low, listen, motherfuck the fame. I'm pursuing the dope. My stilo is symbolic to a kilo. Cash is popping, coke's cooking, beans is copping. Ain't that some shit? A player that's used to living rich is now a sticky kid, caught up in a ditch. In 94, Giuliani kicked down the door. In 95, niggas flip to stay alive. Peeling caps while I laugh. In the stats, the 4.5. Remy in the glass, spark the boom, then I blast. They wanna confine me, sneak up from behind me. Bust a cap in my back and put me where they can't find me. They hate to see a young player pay. I don't wanna see that, son. They rather see him spray. But I'm like Diddy, a Terminator, squeeze the lead off. Using verbs and nouns like rounds to blow your head off. Hitting up spots, heating up blocks. Investing in stocks like Colombian blow crops. I'm out to get cream and ain't no doubt in my mind. Fuck this broke shit, I'm hit, I get down for mine. I get down for mine. I get down for this. I get down for mine. I get down for this. On the regular shit. No bad. I get down for mine. I get down for this. I hear you wanna be a player. I ain't someplace you bet. Let's play a game of real nigga roulette. Witness a DOA as I spray the melee. Contact and punctuation is compared to AKs. You in a daze. Overdose for pure funk. I'm fucking off like Tommy Gibb. My karma's a booty smoke. Decapitated rappers in my trunk. I'm sick, pumping skunk, bouncing with my click, popping mega jump. I'm getting back while these clowns be zigzagging. What's this talk about flipping keys? Come on, you nickel bagging. I'm blasting off wings and making doubters believe it. You see, I was packing heaters when jokers was banging cheerleaders. Ain't nothing changed, it's still the same in the rap game. I'm known for banging rookies out the frame. Y'all done forgot who was the pimp from the start. Sipping vintage wine, eating a la carte. I'm phenomenal from the abdominal. Far from comical lyrics and sticking the brains like barnacles. Never sweet. I'm bringing the drama to the streets with techniques and rolling in fleets. Ain't nothing sweet about the streets, so I'm poetically ill. I'm pure like cook up and lyrics shine like fish scale. I got the banger at your throat and you ain't showing no signs. K-Dep, let them know I get down for mine. 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 Shake the fingers, no fear. I get down for mine. I get down for mine.
All right. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Gangster Talk. You know, I tried to put Gangster Talk on hiatus, and I was going to chill out and just do some maximum overdrives with the Dame, and we was going to get on our intellectual thing and start analyzing stuff and start breaking things down. Now, a lot of times when we do our podcast, we don't prepare. We don't do any research. We come straight from the hip. Because me and the Dame, we like to talk about reality. That's why our podcasts aren't rehearsed. You don't ever hear us talk about the past. And we don't sound as spit polished as a lot of people who take the time out to research and then come out and talk about things that already happened. Me and Dame don't do that. We talk about what goes on in real time in the real world as it's happening right now. Stuff like that you don't get time to prepare for. So that's what me and the Dame like to do. We like to focus on what's going on right now at this very moment. Now, apparently, some brothers have taken issue with me. They don't like me, and that's cool. That's fine because I'm a lover of black women. I'm a black woman lover. You know how the Klan used to call white people who like black people nigger lovers? Well, I'm a black woman lover. All right. So I love black women. And a lot of brothers have taken issue with me because of that and don't like me. There's one particular brother whose name is in the title, Mr. Ron Ezekiel, whatever your name is. I'm here. You're talking all of that cash crap in my comment section. Well, I'm right here. And I know you're watching because I just replied to you. You just replied back to me. So anytime you want to come up here and prove all of the stuff you've been talking in the chat. Now you said in the chat that your IQ is a mile ahead of mine. I would like to see you prove that. You also said that I don't know anything, even though I've been living on this earth for 53 years. You said I don't know anything. So I would like you to come up here and prove that as well. And while you're doing that, prove to me that you know everything. And prove to me that you know more than me. And I don't want to hear any excuses about being emotional. You see, that's what you punks like to do because you like to throw rocks and hide your hand and run your mouth from the bushes. And you want to say that somebody's getting emotional so you don't have to face up. So you don't have to handle up. So you don't have to stand your ground. Well, that's not going to work with me. We're not going to do the emotional thing. If you really about it, if you said that you are all of these things and you have no problem coming up here and proving it, I'm right here. I have no issue with proving myself. I have no issue with standing my ground. And I'm not making any excuses. The fact that you're an idiot and you're a sissy bim and you are probably a manosphere follower. I've seen some stuff on your channel. It's no wonder that you can't think for yourself. You have plenty of people on your channel thinking for you. So come on up here. So despite all of that, I won't hold that against you. You said your IQ is a mile ahead of mine. Well, I'm wondering if your IQ actually belongs to you after what I've seen on your channel. So I'm right here. I'm right here. The link is in the chat, Mr. Braun. I'm going to hang out here for a while, and I know you're watching. I'm not going to go back and forth with you in the comment like a little girl. We can do this right now, live. Come on up here. Let's see how much your IQ is a mile ahead of mine. Come on up here. Let's see how much I don't know anything and you know everything and you know better than me. Come on, you see, a lot of you cats sleep on me until you get up here. And you fall just like the rest. But come on up here. Let me know what you want to do. Get out from the crowds. Get out from under the cloud. Anytime. As a matter of fact, Dane, drop that link so we don't have any excuses. I made this live especially for you. says I don't know anything. I want to hear all of this. I want to hear you come down. I'm gonna be real quiet. I'm gonna let you talk. I want to hear all of this high IQ. You got a mile long IQ. You know everything. I don't know anything. I'm a gangster simp. Hey, thanks for the new name. That's the first time I heard that name before. Gangster simp. I actually like that one better than the other ones. Gangster simp. The brother said I'm emotional, but he's the one calling me a gangster simp. That's a new one, y'all. Gangster simp. Come on, Ron. The link is in the chat. Let's get this over with. I feel marvelous. I want to see all of you guys talk all of this crap in my emails. You talk all of this crap in my comment section, but you won't come up here and face me. If your IQ is a mile ahead of mine, then why are you afraid to face me? If I don't know anything and you know it all, and you know more than me, then why are you afraid to face me? I'm not afraid to face you, even though you're claiming this incredible shit that your IQ is longer than mine and that I don't know shit and you know everything. I'm still not afraid to face you. So I'm here. The link is in the chat, Ron.
How are you?
How you doing? The link is in the chat. I'm gonna take a quick break. I'm getting my food here. Dave, can you hold it down and let me know if Ron shows up?
All right, no problem. Okay. Yeah, I'm beginning to.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm beginning to wonder if that intelligence high IQ stuff is made up by you know who. Yeah, but they seem to lay back on that, on their intelligence, and it makes me wonder about the phrasing of his IQ being longer. Usually it's talking about higher, but longer. Sound like he's making up for some kind of shortcomings or something.
Excellent. I love it. Talk about a subliminal attack.
Mm-hmm. Telling on yourself, dude. Telling on yourself.
That was a good one, Dave. Yeah, come on up, Ron. You had all this stuff to talk in my comment. Come on out here for the people. Come embarrass me like you said you're going to do. I'm right here. I'm waiting for the embarrassment.
And he's saying about you being too emotional to have a rational conversation. Okay, then. Show how rational you are. You lay
come
down
on up here, sir. Come on up here, sir. You had some stuff to say about my podcast about the black woman has been abandoned by the black man. I stand by that, and I'm ready to defend that. Come on up here. You know, how many times I have to call you out, Ron? Since you're so intellectually tough and all, Mr. Intellectual Tough Guy, come on up here.
Yeah. Sounds to me like somebody got emotional about what you were saying. And the worst part is you weren't being emotional.
Right. I don't have a problem with people having a difference of opinion. You want to come up here and challenge me on my podcast and what I said about the black woman has been abandoned by the black man. You will please come, by all means, come on up. I'm sure the people in the chat would love to hear your side of it. I would like to hear your side of it too.
Mm-hmm.
See, I had truth on my side, so I'm curious as to see what you have on your side. Because if you're coming against me, you can't possibly have truth on your side. So I'm curious. I want to see what you got to say too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you don't have to be afraid. We're not like your compatriots in the manosphere. We're not
Yeah,
going
we're
to
not
jump
gonna
on you.
bite. Right, we're not gonna be emotional. We're not
Mm-hmm.
gonna be emotional. You see, the problem is y'all think y'all can handle me until y'all get up here. See, I sound like somebody you think you can easily defeat in a conversation. Oh, I'm very well aware of how I sound because I'm pretty laid back. I'm a street dude. But when you get up here and face me, you find out that it's not as easy as you thought. As a matter of fact, it becomes more and more of a daunting task the more you talk to me. Because the more you talk to me, the more I hit you over the head, the more stuff come out. See, I hold back a lot. I set you guys up on purpose. I want you to come up here so I can smack you around. I'm well aware that you underestimate me. That's what I want you to do. So I can have some target practice. Come on up here. You're so intellectually big and bad. You have this long IQ. What are you afraid of? Surely you're not afraid of little old me with the short IQ, are you? Isn't that what you said? I don't know anything, and your IQ is a mile ahead of mine. Well, come on up. Prove that. The link is in the chat. And I know you're watching. Come on, we're going to be on for a little bit more. I made this podcast especially for you. I like people like you who like to talk shit. Come on up. I want to make an example out of you in front of everybody. Come on up. Let's see how long this IQ is. I can't wait to find out. And I can't wait to learn something from you since I don't know anything. So hell, I got no choice but to be humble and learn, right? So come on up and teach me. I don't know anything. Come on up and teach me. Come on up. Nothing to be afraid of. Nothing to be afraid of, Mr. Ron. I don't know why you would be afraid of me since your IQ is longer than mine and that I don't know anything. So what would you be afraid of, right? You should be able to come up here and embarrass me in front of everyone. You should be licking your chops. If you believe the things you said in my comment, then you should have been up here already. Well, apparently you don't believe the shit that you're spewing yourself, or else you wouldn't be afraid to come up here and face me. I know if I said those things to you and I really meant it, I would have been up here. Now here it is, you done said all of these things that your IQ is longer than mine, and I don't know anything, and you know it all, and I'm still not afraid to face you. I'm right here. Where you at, Ron? Come on, intellectual tough guy, let's get it on. Let's see all of this. Let's see all of this IQ. Let's see all of this so-called knowledge you have. Me too, Phoenix. I want to hear all of this stuff. The man jumped on me in my comments about my podcast about the black man has abandoned the black woman, said I didn't know shit, said his IQ was longer than mine, and that I don't want to have a rational conversation while I'm sitting here right now waiting for a rational conversation. And even though you said that your IQ is a mile ahead of mine. I'm cool. I'm not emotional. I want that work. Come on, bring that smoke. I want that work. I'm sitting right here waiting for the work. Bring the work. I don't want to go back and forth in my comment section. We can do this right here, right now. That's what this live stream is for. And I was trying to put Gangsta Talk on hiatus because I wanted to change the pace. I wanted to calm everything down. You know, we wanted to have some nice podcasts to get people involved. But you see, you talk so much shit in my comment section. I just had to come out here and see if you was about what you say you was. See if you was about what you said you was about. I mean, all that shit you talk, you made me curious. Man, I got to see if this brother's about it. I got to see if you say you are what you say you are. I'm sorry, I got to see if you are what you said you are. I want to see. I want to see if you are what you said you was. You said that you was a man with this long IQ, which was a mile ahead of mine. You also said I didn't know anything. So I'm taking you know everything, and you most certainly know more than me. And you said that I was a gangster simp, which I kind of like. You know what? Hey, I like that name better than the other ones. Okay. No, I don't like men. I like women. So you want to call me a simp for loving and liking black women? I'll be that gangster simp all day long, brother. I'll be a gangster simp all day long. Damn.
Yes.
You think he'll show up?
No. He's only brave in the comment section.
I know you're watching, Ron. I saw your channel. I've seen the kind of people you listen to. You don't seem to have a mind of your own.
Oh, well, if nothing else, you can, even if you don't come up with a challenge, you got a new name.
Yeah, Phoenix, I like that one. That's the best one they gave me. At least they started to show me a little bit more respect. They put gangster in front of it this time. Before they were just calling me a simp, at least they started to show me some respect. So I kind of like that one, the gangster simp. I like that one. Gangster simp. Gangster simp. Come on. Where you at, Ron?
Yeah,
What's his name? Ron Ezeki Booty. Mr. Ezeki Booty.
Stop it.
Ron Ezeki Booty. Come on, Mr. Ezeki Booty. Let's see all of this great intelligence that you borrow from other people. I've seen I've seen your channel. You don't have a thing on there with you in it because you can't think for yourself. That's why you have other people on your channel doing the thinking for you, giving you a guide to follow because you can't think for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And as long as you can't think for yourself, you're no match for me. But let's find that out. I'm right here. I'm going to be here for another 10 minutes. I mean, you made me come out of. I mean, I was trying to put Gangsta Talk on a hiatus for a little while. Me and the Dane, we was trying to chill out, man, and mind our own business, and do our little podcast on the overdrive, and get things a little smoothed out, and talk about some worldly events and things like that, and some different things about black relations. And then here you come with this BS, making me pull Gangster Talk up out of the mothballs again. But this is the only show that we get real funky on. We don't, on our other shows, we do other things. We don't, this is the only show where we get funky at. This is where you're going to hear all of the cursing and stuff like that. You ain't going to hear that on any other shows. This is where we bring all of the smoke. Gangster Talk is for the smoke. I just did a podcast this morning addressing comments and how you guys can't think for yourselves. Just a bunch of regurgitators, regurgitating talking points. No sign of original thought anywhere. So come on, Mr. Ron. Yeah, Bell, I'm a gangster simp. I actually like that one. They put some respect on it this time. They put some respect on simp. I'm not a regular simp. I'm a gangster simp. Put some respect on my name.
Okay. While waiting for him to show up, I went to find out how to pronounce his name.
Ibeziako.
Is Ibeziako.
Ibeziako.
Yeah.
Ron Ibeziako. He probably spelled that on accident. Oh, Phoenix, we got other shows. We got the Overdrive. We got Ladies Night. We also have Team Black Star. We also have, there's other shows that we haven't done in a while. We don't do the Quiet Drive anymore because that's been melded with the Night Dreams. But we're not going to launch Night Dreams until later on, sometime later on in the year. Because we're getting ready to launch a new channel too. The Power Network is coming. So there are other things we get ready to do. We got other shows that are sitting dormant. I don't want to put the names out here. I don't want people stealing our ideas, but the Maximum Overdrive 3G, that's a flagship show for the channel. That's the one I just did this morning. Then we have Ladies Night. Then we have Gangster Talk. We also have the Black Tank, which we haven't done in a while. We also have Team Black Star. We have Night Dreams. Like I said, Night Dreams won't be launched until later on, sometime maybe in the middle of the year.
Okay, Phoenix. It says it's a Nigerian name.
Oh, that's even better. Come on, Mr. I don't like Nigerians. Oh, man, it gets even better. Come on, Mr. Nigerian IQ. I don't like Nigerians anyway. So anytime you want to come on up, Mr. Nigerian, I don't like Nigerians. This would be a piece of cake. Most of y'all are full of it anyway and running around here with some bloated sense of entitlement. Please bring your behind up. This would be killing two birds with one stone. I get to take out a sissy bim and a Nigerian all in one. You just up the ante. I want you to come up here. I dare you to come up here. Because I don't like Nigerians.
Oh, well.
And I'm going to be respectful to you. I'm not going to holler and scream at you. Come on up. I'm gonna let you get it off. I'm gonna let you say what you got to say. I ain't just gonna blow you up on sight. I'm gonna let you say what you got to say. Then I'm gonna pick you apart, then blow you up. So you can't see where I come from, Mr. Nigerian. You don't get to talk shit to people and walk away. You're going to have to be what you say you are. You said that your IQ was longer than mine. You said that I didn't know anything and you knew all of this. I want to see you. You're going to have to prove that. Come on up and prove all of this since I'm so easy. Since you guys think you're so much smarter than me. Come on up. Let's see what this is all about. You guys talk a good game. But there's nothing behind your talk. And you make these big, bold statements. You don't know me from Adam, but you know that your IQ is longer than mine. You don't know what I know. But you know that your IQ is longer than mine. I'm 53 years old. I've been on this planet for 53 years. But you said I don't know anything. That's a bold statement to make about somebody you don't know. So you're going to have to prove that. I'm curious too. I want to hear how you're going to prove this. So I'm definitely going to let you talk because I want to hear all of this. I want to hear how your IQ is longer than mine. And I want to hear how I'm 53 years old, been living in this world for 53 years, done traveled many places, speak two languages, have achieved, extremely successful. I want to know how I don't know anything. You're going to have to show me that. Because from where I'm standing, I think I know a thing or two. But according to you, who don't know me from Adam, you said I don't know anything. So I can't wait for you to come up here and prove that. Come on, Mr. Big Bad IQ, where you at? You guys supposed to have these big IQs.
Oh, well. Maybe he didn't have time to scramble his support people to back him up and whisper in his ears of what he needs to say and all that.
You can bring as many of them up here as you want. I'm going to send all of y'all to y'all destruction. I'm not concerned with, I don't never concern myself with people that don't have truth on their side. I have truth on my side. When I made that podcast about the black man has abandoned the black woman, I spoke in truth. And you guys are upset because it's true. You're upset because you're weak. You are upset because you're being exposed. You are upset because a man is calling you out, not a woman. See, you're used to a woman calling you out, but you hate it when one of your own call you out. When there's another man calling you out. I know y'all don't like that. Because when a man is calling you out, it gives a lot of validity validity to what the women are saying about you. That's why y'all hate me, because I'm calling you out. I'm exposing you for your bullshit. And you guys hate it. Tell me I'm not speaking the truth. You can sit up here and say, you can call me a gangster simp, which I kind of like. You can call me all kinds of names, right? But you can't call me a liar, though. None of you have called me a liar. Understand that. Y'all have called me everything else but a liar, because you know I'm telling the truth. You can't call me a liar. So come on up, Ron, Mr. Nigerian, if that's what you are. Come on up and explain to me with all this heavy intellect. I can't wait to be blown away by this superior IQ. Now understand something, since you got a superior IQ and I don't, you can't come up here mispronouncing words, screwing up phrases and shit, butchering the English language, and saying shit backwards. Can't do that. You got a superior IQ, remember? We're not going to allow that up here. Exactly, Phoenix. They can call me everything but a lie because they know I'm speaking truth. That's why I'm not worried about these guys. I got truth on my side. I'm not making nothing up about you guys. I'm not telling a story on you. I'm not fibbing on you. I'm speaking the truth, and you know it's the truth, and you can't stand it. And you hate it because a black man is doing it. Because it gives validity to what the women are saying. It backs up what the women are saying. That's why y'all hate it so much. Not lying about you guys being deadbeat dads. Who's lying about that? Not lying about you guys are creating single baby mamas like it's going out of style. Not lying about you guys abandoning black women. Hell, you didn't do worse than that. Not only have you abandoned them, but you're starting to kill them and kill their children. These aren't lies. No one is lying about you being a terrible leader as a black man in the community. No one is lying about you being an awful father and not raising your children. No one is lying about any of this stuff. These aren't lies. These are truth. This is truth. And there's nothing you can do to dispute it. Because I'm not going to let you get away with blaming someone else for your failure. You can't do that here on this channel. You want to go and hear excuses about being a failure, you got plenty of other channels. You got the Manners Queers, you got your Sissy Bims out there, you got the whole entire conscious community, you got your Red Pillars out there, you got your MGTOWs. You can go there and feel good about being a failure. You can't do that here. Here, you will be held responsible and accountable for being a failure to your people and allowing your communities that you are supposed to be leading to fall into ruins from you failing to be a leader and a father in our society. These aren't lies. I'm not making this stuff up. This is truth. And there's nothing you can come on here and say to me about the black woman without me pointing it right back to you. You don't believe me? Come up here and try it. Others have come up here and tried it, and they've all failed. And you will fail along with the rest of them. There's no pointing any fingers. There is no accountability on both sides. I don't want to hear that shit. There's accountability on one side and one side only, and that's the side where the leader stands. And there's no getting around that. I don't care how mad you get. I don't care how many names you call me. There is no getting around that. You are the leader. The women and the children are followers. They follow the leader. Who is that leader? That leader is you. So if your leadership is piss poor, it will affect them in a negative way. You cannot blame them from becoming corrupted from your horrible leadership. That is your fault. You are responsible for the people that you're leading. You are responsible for taking care of your women and children and protecting your women and children. You cannot dispute these things. Not with me, you can't. There is no defeating me in these areas. See, because as a man, I know where the fault lies. I know who is at fault. I am a damn man. I know where the fault is. Now, you can sit up here and cry about it all you want. You can sit up here and suck your teeth. You can sit up here and make faces, stick your tongue out like a little child. You can call me a gangster simp, a gangster bimp, a gangster, whatever you want to do, however you want to do it. But at the end of the day, there's no getting around the truth. And the truth is that you're a failure as a leader. You're a failure as a black man. You're a failure as a husband. You're a failure as a father. And you're a failure as a productive member of society. You don't produce anything either. Come on up here and challenge me on that. I double dare you. I triple dare you. This is easy work for me. You guys get caught up. I sound easy. I sound like easy prey until you get up here and get bit. You get up here, you get lit up. And you're running up out of here. Spooked. I thought Max was easy. You better stop listening to them sissy bims. They don't want none of me. That's why they stay out of here. You must be new. You understand? This is our fault as black men. This is our mess to clean up. We have to handle this. We have to lead our communities. We have to lead our children. We have to lead our wives. We have to protect our wives and children and protect our environment. We have to raise proper young men. I said before, There should be an abundance of good men in the community for the black women to choose from. Because the fathers are supposed to be on their job raising respectable young men, not raising wild animals who have no regard for life, not allowing your boys to be left in the street, raised by strangers. No, you guys want to do is point fingers. Well, there's accountability on man, miss me with all that. I'm not here. I'm not here to feel sorry for you. I'm not here to coddle you. We are men. We don't get to make excuses. We are the first and last and only line of defense for our people. That includes our women and children. We don't get to make excuses. We don't have the luxury of making excuses. When we make excuses, we lose our people. People die. Our communities lay in ruins when we make excuses. Our women and children are looking to us to get the job done. And that's the way it's supposed to be. They're supposed to look to us. But because you dudes are so weak and so cowardly, they're looking away from us. So come on up here if you dare. Come on up here if you dare. I dare you to bring your butt up here. Show me how much courage you have. Come up here and face a real lion. Face a real dog. Not a puppy with big paws. Come up here and face a full-grown dog. Come on. I promise you my bite is going to hurt. Come on. Why would I have any fear of any of you? You're all irresponsible. Why would I fear irresponsible men? Why would I be afraid of an irresponsible man? Why would I worry about an irresponsible man who don't want to be held accountable for his failures? Why would I worry about somebody like that being smarter than me? I mean, you can't even do something as simple and basic as take care of your own children. This is not rocket science. This is not hard. You make taking care of your own children out to be some great mystery of the Sphinx, Chinese arithmetic, finding a needle in a haystack. More excuses than a nigga going to jail. You can't even do something as basic as be a father to your children. That's supposed to come natural to you. That shouldn't be something you have to work at or have to go look up and study. You shouldn't have to go find statistics and saying, well, black men take care of their kids and sit back and say, well, you're a part of that. This should be natural to you. This should be easy. Taking care of your children should be an easy thing. It should come easy to a father. It should come natural. But for some reason, to you cowards, it's something extremely hard. It's painful. It's incomprehensible. It's too hard. So, let me ask you a question. If you can't take care of your children, then why should we think that you have anything important to say in society? Seriously, people, we should stop listening to black men who can't take care of their children. I mean, what is it that they have to say? You don't have anything to contribute to society because you're not contributing anything. You're not taking care of your children. So you're not making a contribution to our society. So if you're not making a contribution, then why would we think that what you have to say will be a contribution?
Okay. I think it's time to give up on them. They ain't interested in it. They know they can't um defend their answers. They know they have absolutely nothing. So it's time to let it go. We're gonna wrap it up. This Ron person is all talk, no action, and not even talk. He's all type and no action. He ain't even gonna vocalize what he believe in. He's just gonna type it out, pick at, make fun of, sprout out, throw up stats that he didn't even bother to look up himself. He just took the whoever he's listening to words.
Okay, Dan, drop the overlay so you can show me and you and Abdina. I'm
Okay.
back, y'all. Sorry. Yeah, so why should we worry about what you have to say? You don't have anything important to say. You can't raise your children. And that's important to us. See, when you raise your children properly, that gives us more good people in our society, more strong people to help our nation build, to help our nation stable out. So you're not even doing your part in raising decent children. You're not even raising your children. So you aren't contributing anything to us. So as far as I'm concerned, you don't count. So why will we listen to anything you have to say? You don't count. You're not doing anything to further us. You're not doing anything to help us. As a matter of fact, you're hurting us. You're allowing your children to run out in the street and be raised by animals until they become savage and start biting people in the face, smoking bath salts and committing crimes against other black people. That's not helping us. You say, I don't know anything. Interesting. I wonder how much you guys know. Let's take a look at what you guys know. We have a large number of single baby mothers. We have a large number of single baby fathers. Because I don't know how you think that you get one without the other. For some reason, y'all think only one exists by itself. Y'all think single baby mamas just happen to just show up. You know, like a sister goes to a Starbucks to get her an espresso in the morning, and by 12:15, she's a single baby mama all on her own. Or maybe she's having a conversation with her girlfriend. Girl, bye. I'm about to become a single baby mama. When? In about 5 minutes. Girl, bye. I mean, that's what y'all think is going on. Y'all think that women just decide to be single baby mamas in an instant. And then poof, they pull a child out of their Birkin bag. Or they go into the dressing room and come out with a child. They go to the McDonald's by themselves, and before they finish eating, they buy a Happy Meal and put it down, and the child just appears out of nowhere. Seriously, you guys think single baby mamas are some act of magic? Abracadabra. And then there were no single baby daddies. Now, I don't understand. If you got a so-called large number of single baby mamas, why isn't the number of single... Hello?
Sorry, I was laughing.
You interrupted my rant. And so you got a large number of single baby mamas. Somehow, how are you guys managing to keep the number of single baby daddies small? I don't understand that either. That don't make any sense. Wait a minute. You guys got all these IQs, right? These long IQs and all. How is it that you manage to keep, if you got 500 single baby mamas, how is it that you manage to only have 25 single baby daddies? 25 versus 500? How the hell does that happen? What kind of math is that? And I'm giving you 25. I'm giving you some respect. Y'all originally had it down to 3, remember? It was 3 black dudes that was impregnating all of these women. I'm giving you some respect by bumping it up to 25. So exactly. See, I was trying to get away from this today. I was getting a little hot on my last gangster talk. Okay, I was jumping on Chinese folks and started getting a little bit. So I decided to put gangster talk on a hiatus. And me and Dan, we was trying to be respectable black people, doing the maximum overdrive. Now made us come back out with another gangster talk, something that we was trying to stay away from. Yeah, I know how I get when I get on here. I get to going on you dudes and don't want to stop. Now, I know you guys hate that, but don't be calling me out like this. You know I'm going to get to running on you guys, and I'm not going to stop. And everything that I'm going to say about you will be true. See, that's another reason why you hate me, because I don't just make shit up. You know what I'm saying is true. And you can't get around it. You can't refute it. You guys have been talking about, well, you don't know what you're talking about. Come up here and prove it then. Come up here and shut me up. Prove to me that I don't know what I'm talking about. Prove to me that what I'm saying isn't true. Don't come up here with no CBC shit talking about, well, black men are fathers to their kids more than any other race on this earth and all this other shit. Really? How long ago was that? What year was that? What decade was that? Because that can't be true today. Maybe that was true back in, 1952? From 52 to 70 or something like that? Now, if you're talking that era, I'll agree with you. Yeah, man, there was a lot of fathers in the home, stuff like that. Yeah. But if you're talking about now, I can't see it, partner. I can't see it, partner. Because not only are men deadbeat dads, they're killing children now. So I can't see all of this. Black men are the ones who raise their children the most. I can't see that now. Not today, partner. If you're going from the 50s to the 70s, and even to the early 80s, I'm with you all day long on that. Yeah, black men was in the homes, that's right. But if you're talking about today, In the last 5, 10 years, you got it, man. You got it effed up. I don't know what you looking at. Yeah, Bella, that had to be back in 1918 or 1950 or something like that. They can't be talking about today. They can't be, matter of fact, they can't even be talking about the last 20 years. And most certainly you can't be talking about the last 10 years. Because that is definitely not true. And if you think that's true today, you've lost your mind. All these single baby mamas we got running around out here, you crazy. And all you Negroes fighting against child support. Now, one of you got, yo, yeah, Ron, you said that black women aborted 15 million babies. Really? How do you know that? What proof do you have of that? Now, if he was up here, right, his proof would be a CBC report from Planned Parenthood. That Planned Parenthood reported 15 million black babies and all this other stuff. Well, they didn't really report that. What these guys do is they go from year to year and they take the report and they add up the numbers so they can build a case against black women. Well, first of all, if those babies were aborted, they wouldn't all aborted by black women. As a matter of fact, no black women aborted any babies because black women don't perform abortions in Planned Parenthood. I don't think that black women are into performing abortions on themselves. So I don't think any black women performed an abortion, any pregnant black women on themselves. That's one. And two, there's a lot of things that go on in Planned Parenthood that you're not aware of. And then there's a lot of men that push for abortion because they don't want to be fathers. Where are those numbers? I bet you if we did a poll of how many men push for abortion, how much do you want to bet that that number would dwarf the number of black women who seek out abortion? And I will give it, I'm being modest when I say it would be 3-1. It's probably higher than that. It's probably somewhere around 5-1. You understand what I'm saying? 5-1. So I'm willing to bet that that number is astronomical. That there's tons of black men who would rather have an abortion than black women. Black women don't naturally want no abortions because they're attached to the life that's growing inside them. Keep trying to tell you, black women aren't like that. Black women aren't these evil people that you try to make them out to be. They're very loving and they're very nurturing. They don't want to get rid of their babies. That's why many of them have their babies despite what the father said. They know the father don't want the child. Okay, they just write them off and they had a baby themselves. Most black women don't want to kill their babies. It'd be the man that be pushing and demanding, oh, I'll pay for the abortion. I'll pay for it. I'll pay for it. Like it's no big deal. Like you get to have sex and create lives and go around here and have them snuffed out like it's some kind of sport. Not caring about how that woman feel about that life that's growing inside her that you just want to snuff out simply because you was irresponsible and you didn't want to wear any condoms. If you didn't want to have a child, then you should have made sure that that didn't happen before she got pregnant. Okay? Exactly. You know, they want to pay the money. They all up in it. Yeah, baby, I'll pay for the money for the abortion. She ain't even said nothing except that she's pregnant. Oh, I'll pay for the abortion. How much you want to bet if we did the numbers, if we did the poll on that? How much you want to bet that that number would? And I'm being modest. It might be higher than even 5 to 1. That it'd be a 5 to 1 ratio of how many men who want abortions versus how many black women want abortions. I bet you there'd be droves of black men. They will outnumber black women almost 5 to 1 on who want abortions or not. And they push for these abortions. That's why they want young girls, because it's easy to manipulate young girls. That's why most of these guys are borderline pedophiles. They want young girls because it's easier for the older guy to manipulate the mind of the young girl. She doesn't know any better. She's afraid. He's a big, strong man. So most likely she's going to give in to what his demands are. And she's going to have that abortion. See, they don't do this to seasoned women. You see, because a seasoned grown-ass black woman ain't trying to hear that. You're not gonna intimidate her. That's why many of y'all listen. And also, look at the age group of these women having abortions. Now, I haven't even seen it, but I'm willing to guess that the age group is young. Very young. Because men can bully and manipulate the minds of young girls. That's why they want young girls, people. So they can have endless sex and then they can just bully her into having the abortion. That's why they got these podcasts talking about you old, you a 7, you a 6. They looking for young women that they can bully and manipulate. They don't want to deal with no seasoned woman because a seasoned woman isn't afraid of them and won't be intimidated and will not be told what to do with the life that's growing inside her body and will not fall for the manipulation. Like I said, I haven't seen it. I'm just going on an assumption and a hunch that the women, the black women that are getting abortions are young. Very young. I'm not saying some older women ain't getting it either, but I bet you the majority are very, very young. Because I know how Negroes think. Wait a minute, they say black women hit the wall at 24. Who's saying that? See, that's the type of dumb. See, that's what I'm talking about right there. That's what I'm talking about right there. Okay? Black women hit the wall when they're 25. Pedophilic in nature, right? These guys are pedophiles. Many of them. They're pedophiles. And so you want to say black women, 15 million black women. How do you can't say 15 million black women aborted babies. That don't even make any sense. You have no proof of that. All you got is some half-baked, inaccurate statistics from the CBC. What you don't see in those numbers are how many men wanted those abortions. If you say 15, if you say black women aborted 15 million babies, then I'm gonna tell you 30 million black men wanted those abortions. I don't even think there's 30 million black black men in this country. So we had to bring a number down to like what, 15 million babies. So we'll go 18 million black men wanted those abortions. Black men want more. Black men want the abortion more than the black woman does, and that's a fact. You don't believe me? Look at all of these guys fighting against child support. Look at all of these guys shooting their babies. We starting to get one guy after another shooting his kid, killing kids. They hate these kids. Yeah, yeah. Many of them, many black women do not want an abortion. Like I said, they manipulate and bully these young girls. It is a lie, Hassan. They keep telling it. They don't really have any proof of it. Who they don't really have any proof of it.
Yeah, I like to know why they keep repeating the same old tired statistic. Okay, yeah, yeah, they keep going on and on about this statistic, but that I personally don't think exists or is taken out of proportion. They hadn't separated the groups. Yeah, it is a tired stat, and let's see. I thought we blew it away. Not to mention their own group is negating that. You know, yeah, yeah. They say they will say that, but they also would turn around and open their mouths and say, you know, um, I'd rather pay for the abortion than child support. And shoots. And then we got these men who are killing their children. Oh, shoots. We don't even have to go as far as the children being born. They're killing the pregnant girlfriend, the pregnant wife, the pregnant the woman that's carrying their child. Probably because she wasn't going to get an abortion. So if you telling me that these women are having abortion and there's not any pressure coming from their man, I call you a freaking liar. Okay. Anyway, it looks like he's not going to come up for the challenge that he threw down. Yeah, I knew it wasn't going to happen. Coward ways out. Big talk, no action behind it. Like all of the men like that. They talk and talk and talk. Somehow they make excuses. Their number one excuse is the black woman's fault. We're not hearing it. Waking up to that. And come with that money quick, fast. Yeah, in a hurry. Yeah, with a fury. Shooks. I knew one guy that was borrowing money from friends and people left and right so he could pay for the abortion. Because it wasn't legal in our state. He had to go to another state. So that means he had to send her there. They had to go there. Yep. So, if that many were had by black women, what does that say about black men? He cloaks her, implore her. She felt he had no intention of being a good father and is not capable. Or she felt he had no intentions of being good. Yeah, exactly. So yeah. Okay. Yeah, so he's quick to scramble money for an abortion. But like, man, I need help for the time being because I got a baby coming, and it's gonna be a moment before I get paid from this new job I started. But anyway, all right. Since I don't believe he's gonna come through, I'm gonna go. Let's see pop up in the next couple of seconds. We're gonna wrap it up. All right. Thanks y'all for coming. Yeah, it would have been an interesting challenge. To see how it goes, see what he says. Is he gonna be repeating talking points or repeat the same old crap, or he's gonna come up with his own stuff and something new? But we're not gonna find out. Okay, so let's just call it a end to this. So peace, power, and unity to everybody, Earth Nation people. Thanks y'all for coming, supporting, and y'all had a lot of informative comments. All right, so I'm gonna take us out. We're gonna end it and listen to a little music on our way out the door.
Yeah, son. There's mad kids out there getting cream for the 9-5. Bro. Yeah, and I've been doing this for a long time. Shoot the game, going for mine. Alright. And this is the year when mad cats get peeled. So I'ma spark this line, kick the reel.
Bang them out.
With all this chaos in the realms of the street, your local street dog got to make ends meet. The average Joe's far too slow for the ghetto pro. You better know, when I hit the streets, I like to glow, I like to glisten. And at the same time, stay low, listen, motherfuck the fame. I'm pursuing the dope. My stilo is symbolic to a kilo. Cash is popping, coke is cooking, beef is copping. Ain't that some shit? A player that's used to living rich is now a sticky kid, caught up in a ditch. In 94, Giuliani kicked down the door. In 95, niggas flipped to stay alive, peeling caps while I laugh. In the stats, the 4.5, Remy in the glass, spark the boom, then I blast. They wanna confine me, sneak up from behind me, bust a cap in my back and put me where they can't find me. They hate to see a young player pay. I don't want to see that, son. They'd rather see him spray. But I'm like Nitty, a Terminator, squeeze the lead off, using verbs and nouns like rounds to blow your head off, hitting up spots, heating up blocks, investing in stocks like Colombian blow crops. I'm out to get cream and ain't no doubt in my mind. Fuck this broke shit, I'm hit, I get down for mine. Yeah, get yours. I get down for mine, get down for this, get it one, put your hands in the air. I get down for mine, get down for this, on the regular, shit, ain't no fair. I get down for mine, get down for this, get it one, put your hands in the air. I get down for mine, get down for this, on the regular, shit, I hear you wanna be a player. I ain't someplace you bet. Let's play a game of real nigga roulette. Witness a DOA as I spray the melee. Contact and punctuation is compared to AKs. You in a daze, overdose for pure funk. I'm fucking off like Tommy Gibb. My karma's a boost monk. Decapitated rappers in my trunk. I'm sick, pumping skunk, bouncing with my click, popping mega jump. I'm getting back while these clowns be zigzagging. What's this talk about flipping keys? Come on, you nickel bagging. I'm blasting off wigs and making doubters believe it. You see, I was packing heaters when jokers was banging cheerleaders. Ain't nothing changed, it's still the same in the rap game. I'm known for banging rookies out the frame. Y'all done forgot who was the pimp from the start. Sipping vintage wine, eating a la carte. I'm phenomenal from the abdominal. Far from comical lyrics and sticking the brains like barnacles. Never sweet. I'm bringing the drama to the streets with techniques and rolling in fleets. Ain't nothing sweet about the streets, so I'm poetically ill. I'm pure like cook up and lyrics shine like fish scale. I got the banger at your throat and you ain't showing no signs. K-Dep, let them know I get down for mine. 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 I get down for this on the regular. Shake it, baby, so fair. I get down for mine. I get down for this. I get down for mine. I get down for this on the regular. Shake it, baby, so fair. I get down for mine. I get down for mine. I get down for mine. We get back down for this on the regular. Shake it with no fear.